Okay, so I'm going to discuss CIS control frameworks. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so CIS frameworks, right? So CIS stands for Center for Internet Security. So basically, it has 18 best practice guidelines to protect the organization against most common cyber attacks, right? It is created by a global community of experts, and it's a clear phased roadmap, right? So, and it can be applied to any organization, regardless of the size, resources to improve their cybersecurity posture. Okay, so key aspects are, again, so like I said, 18 critical controls, right? Those can be divided into inventory and control of assets, data protection, audit, logging, and incident response. And these controls can be grouped into three groups. So in so the first one is implementation group one, is like it's the foundational group. So it applies to all organizations. Then implementation group 2 and 3 depends on the type of organization. For example, depending on the resources and complexity of the organization. And um, uh, so the IG3, which is the most strict security, right, for security conscious high risk organizations such as maybe a bank or some government, right? So again, so these controls are designed based on actual attack data, right? So, and most common attacks such as ransomware, right? Okay, besides the CIS controls, there's also CIS benchmarks. Those are like actual configuration for vendors, right? Like for Microsoft or for different other vendors. Okay, next. Okay, so these are the 18 controls. I'm gonna maybe discuss each one of them in another video, but these are the ones. So I'll go one by one. So inventory and control of enterprise assets, and inventory and control of so that this is one. Two is inventory and control of software assets. Um, so inventory, that's what 1 and 2 is, right? So then data protection, like encryption and all that, right? Secure configuration of enterprise assets and software, account management, access control management, like identity and access management, right? Continuous vulnerability management, right? So this is like the vulnerability scans to identify like vulnerability in the software or hardware and all that, right? Audit log management, so maintaining logs, email and web browser protection, and then malware defenses, so antivirus and all that, right, for endpoint security. Data recovery, so like taking backup so that data can be recovered, right? Network infrastructure management, network monitoring and defense. So maybe use for monitoring like SIM, and for defense like firewalls and IPS and all that, right? Security awareness and skill training. So yeah, this is the most important, right? So the staff, right? The teams, they have to be trained, right? They have to be taught about the security awareness. Next is service provider management, application software security, incident response management, right? So if there's an incident, there should be a plan in place to how to manage the incident, right? And then penetration testing, right? To test whether the controls that are in place, they work, right? Okay, and so last slide is, um, so again, the benefits are there is a clear path, and it's a clear roadmap. So it's even if it's an organization which is new to cybersecurity, they will not be overwhelmed. And it focuses on the most critical high impact threats. And this framework can be mapped to a different frameworks like NIST or ISO or HIPAA, right? Okay, yeah, so that's it. That's all about CIS control framework.